Alright, hello everybody. Just gonna do a quick sound check here. Welcome in, Leo. Cool. I think I already have. Yeah. Okay, that's tolerable. Could tell it's definitely too loud earlier. Can you hear me at all in the video? Oh god, that is quiet. How about now? Hey, welcome in. Just doing a sound check on purple. Video game noise. God, why does it sound so bad? Ooh. I'm just gonna try another mic real quick. It's like perfect on the clock app, but it's purple. Okay, now it's good. All right, we're just gonna go with that. But yeah, I absolutely love Pokopia. I just I don't have a lot of personal creativity when it comes to something like that, so I oops, close that. Most of what I was doing was restoration, and that's still probably what I'm going to end up doing. Hey, welcome in, Trigonometrics. Oops. I should have just done this. I'm sorry. I had a really long day at work. Why am I am so foggy right now, too. I'm so sorry. God. Oh, crap. I am so sorry. Yes. You haven't talked to me in a bit, so... Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. And it only does the echo on this app. Because I'm like, I don't know if it's because I'm exceeding like the volume that I've set it for. But I'm like, I haven't been able to get that. I don't know how to make that stop. And the thing is, it only does it on this app. It doesn't do it on Purple. But then Purple today was sounding like really quiet. Yeah, well, not quite. Well, on like OBS. Oops. Yeah, so like it's tapping to like 100, but I lowered the volume because I didn't, like, I just turned it up just now. Because I've been trying to level the volume with the game because the game can be too loud. So like, should I set... I guess I'll have to kind of test it out. Because like the clock app doesn't show the full like spectrum of like peaking in the same way that... Alright, so let's see, how are we doing now? Yeah, it's still doing it. So, like, how about now? I'm just gonna delete it. Talk to this guy because that's annoying. Okay, so how are we doing? Oh, so that's all I had to do. Delete and re-app. Alright, let's see if I... God, I love computers. I'm gonna message Rico before I forget who he is again. Okay. Oh. Okay, so how are we doing? Okay, I think that should be. Hopefully that's good. Okay. So yeah, kind of want to do a survey real quick. I think I know where I want to work. I just don't know what exactly I want to do with it. But yeah, love Pokopia. I've got like over 550 hours into it. But I've been avoiding Skylands because it is just a mess. So this is what I need to work on. And thank you. This is no longer Skylands. It's all one big island valley now. So that's what I did, but just kind of determining like what next steps are. I need to drop off a bunch of stuff. I've got room set aside in the museum. So I'll actually got some stuff I'm gonna drop there. But like plants and like anything kind of on the farm is in my pallet count. And like build kits or oops. and Lewis. So let's go to my pallet towns first. Always got to, you know, got to work on my branding, so it's listed as Protocol Ruins first. Rocky Ridges, like easily. It kind of reminded me when I was going to school in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and also just like I spent so much time digging up the museum, so I just kind of like once I got done with that, I kind of built out from there. So I can kind of I can show some of that off too. Trees. Hey, welcome in, Roberta. Who's your favorite Pokemon? Oops. Seeds go in a different box. And soul points. Trying to go too fast. But yeah, if I sound like a little foggy, they are it just smells like paint stripper in their building. They evicted the guy above us, and he must have left a bigger mess than we thought, because it just smells caustic in here today. And it's 115, and we can't really open any windows. I don't know what they thought we were supposed to be able to do. welcome in, Brittany. Sorry, food finally showed up. Hoping we get some storms. So it's possible in the next few hours. Hey, welcome in. Be back to actual gameplay here in a second. Sorry. Thank you so much for sharing. Welcome in, Nick. Excuse me. So yeah, I think what I actually did is I accidentally destroyed Snyder's house. So I was trying to pick up the vines. Yep. At least he's still here. He's not happy, but... Yeah, that was the plan. Sorry I put it down. So yeah, now I'm gonna kind of go over there, like grab a piece or two of everything and then see what needs to be built. welcome in Bandohi. I don't know if they'd put the carpeting back. But hey, welcome in, Adventurer. How are you doing? It's not even one functional piece of wood there. Probably what I should work on, but I'm not doing it today. Some of this is so just shredded. Like, I feel like the best thing for it is just like barrel through here and then build the houses down to level. And I just do the punching. It's easier to control. I feel like you end up destroying a lot of stuff into with Graveler. So unless it's like a huge area, hey, welcome in, Lewis. How are you? Welcome in, Blue. Yeah, and like the one guy who's been giving me a hard time about it too popped in for a microsecond. I'm like, dude, part of this was for you. And thanks for the likes. It's like, this is my least favorite area, but it's about time I tried fixing it. Yeah, so what I want to do here pretty much is I'm gonna, because the street was just upheaval, and if they had made it a little bit easier to like round things off, maybe I would have tried making it look like a hill, but I think the best thing for it is to break this down until it's level with the street, and then build the houses up from there, or the apartments. So we'll just replace the siding that's dirt and make it look like an apartment, and then we'll take it out and make an apartment inside of it. Which I have not done a lot of interior work, so we'll see if we actually get to that. Because I beautified and floated the SSN, but I have not done anything interior other than some lighting and running the power through it. The most interior work I've done is the restaurant a little bit, and obviously my precious museum. Oop. A Sylvie Kitty, you're gonna fall off. I wish I could be a bit more mobile with my webcam, because my cat is very baseball. We have some unmingled stone flooring. You should. I like that you're even making tutorials for it. I do everything in this game off 5, so I could never really do a tutorial. I need to look up tutorials. And this ugly camp bathroom tile is not sticking around, but it's just trying to keep it relatively organized. Oh, bother. Oh no! Well, I mean, the attempt was there. I saw it. You know, if people didn't tune in that night, that's I don't know. Yeah, I am winging it. But yeah, I used a different tile in Bleak Beach, and I turned that green. But like, this tile is just so nasty. It's like different shades of urine. Oh boy. But yeah, people didn't tune in, that was their problem. It was a good tutorial. Oh, bother. Kind of regretting my decisions. We'll see. But yeah, I'm like, I have a tendency to just like use my favorite color for everything, like, but then everything would be green, and everything cannot be green. Right, if it were up to you, everything would be blue. Or pink, right, too? There. I need to take a picture of my cat. Oh, did you hear me? He looked so cute until you did the squint. I post them every now and then. I'm going to pet them in my Discord. Should add them to a block app every now and then too. In Houston? But yeah, when people ask me like my Pokopia play style, I'm like, archaeologist and demolitions expert. Oh dang, 1.5K likes. Thank you guys so much. Because I knew it was going to be a lot, but it's been crazy. Hey, welcome, Ryan. That up around like that, or do you want that? I think we want that in the ground. welcoming Jay. How are we doing, Jay? Who's your favorite Pokemon? That's going to have to be turned into an actual fountain, because Napoleon already cleaned it. Welcome in, Marcelo, and is that Hago? Please always correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we'll have to figure something out for this. There we go. Is that not? It's just so it's not like digging up from the ceiling, but it's like having to take a scalpel to it instead of like a sledgehammer. I'm like, everything is so not level. It's just like... trying to use anything for reference for anything else is kind of like questionable. part of me wants to go, yep, good enough. Hey, welcome in, Marcus. How are you doing? Ooh. All right. So what do we got? Well, this kind of throws me too. Like it just, like, why is that line suddenly thinking, like, even if there was like an upheaval, you wouldn't like have more material. That was stuff. I guess are they just trying to like show stuff being thrown around because there was essentially an earthquake when this stuff started floating off? Like, some people have such unique names, but I'm like, by the time you try and figure out what it's supposed to say, they've left. I'm like, I don't even know what yours is supposed to say. Why? Oh. Yeah. some places it did wrap around that tight, other places it's got stone first. Yes, it did have stone first. Hey, welcome in, Barry and Big Dog. You don't have enough material. You don't have enough PowerPoints. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry about that. Hey, welcome in. I'm Simon Jesus. Hey, Adam, how are you? Hey, welcome in, Kay. How are you doing? Welcome in, Tiago. that still needs to be taken down. Like that one though is like built into the side of the mountain. Hi. Yes, you're a big girl. You wanna say hi to everybody? Are you a pretty kitty? Now you're gonna be quiet? Who's a pretty kitty? Okay. She's still a baby. So the way this one is built out, I almost just want to tear it down. It doesn't fit in with the rest of it. It's gonna be awkward as heck to build it out and then somehow try to fence it in. I think it just has to go. Sylvie, you are a dork. Absolutely adorable. Oop. welcome in, Martina. How are you? We are just cleaning out. This looks like the housing district, essentially, of Pokopia, of the Skyline. Hey, Demetrio. Stuck in the rut. I was like, why not shoot? And then realized, like, oh, don't need to do that. In the zone where I can do something easier. Just fine. There, that is better. Just don't feel like we're ever gonna get that to work. We can make like a park or something there. Nope, that was dumb. Alright. Couldn't read all that, but welcome in, Dorito. Oh no, pumpkin pie. Pumpkin, you behave. Oops. Well, make sure you straighten that so it's not pointing at the, I think, yeah, fireplace. You okay?
Yeah.
You got a headache too. Sinus inflammation from that. Thank you so much for the likes. That might have been your time. Right now it's just to make it not look like an earthquake hit. So, I did just demolish a building out front here because there was just no way to make it work with everything else. It looked like maybe a third of the building was left, meaning I'd have to build way out to like that section of highway essentially to make it work, and it just was going to feel really, really unbalanced. It's a fixer-upper. So, just gonna kind of like work our way through the fixing it up. We've torn out anything that was going to create some that would have created kind of havoc with our designs, essentially. Because that's been kind of the biggest hassle, is just the amount of upheaval that this area faced. There was no just going straight in and tidying it up. Like you had to break a few eggs before you made that omelet. I'm like, I like just kind of going in and filling in the gaps, but I'm really not a fan of like the overall color scheme of this area. It just seems really dull. So now it's just like, what to do with it from there. First thing was kind of fixing up at street level, and then we'll essentially put in like a facade of the front of the building, and then depending on what we've got to work with, we can try and level out the inner workings of the building, and if we can't, we'll just have it look pretty on the front, and we'll line up everything else inside without being a perfectionist with it. Because yeah, I'm like, the other areas looked not great, but there's still some semblance of what it was supposed to be, that would relatively just fill in the gaps and you're good. And this is just absolutely shattered. Because even as you fix it, you're like, so what level is the floor supposed to be on? Like, this one's supposed to be on this level, obviously. But is this floor supposed to be here, here, or here? Like, I'm guessing the highest one, because that's not a lot of room. I'll clean that up. I was like, I like having a skeleton to work with, but something about this is just making me want to tear it all down. But I know I can't quite, like, free form it. So just kind of working past that, I don't know, intimidation. Excuse me. So yeah, ultimately the dream is for it to not look like a complete cluster. I know I used a crap ton of that when I was doing the SSAM. Oh yeah, we got plenty of rough wall. We have plenty of yellow rough wall. Not that I think we're keeping it that way. And we're not going to put that iron plating back out. Yeah. Our iron plate flooring, we want iron tiling. Got a whole bunch of colors already selected. No. Like, I wonder if that, like, its base color is that nasty nicotine yellow. But I wonder if Smear Guru can do anything with it. Two and a half K likes. Thank you so much. Let's see if it's worth digging out our paints for. It looks so much prettier in this. That's not what it looks like on the ground. Oh, so its base is nasty. Okay. So some of it's going to be borderline next to the grass. So like we shouldn't want green on green. I do kind of like the orange. Like if we had to stick with this. So we'll start there. Like, I'm hoping we don't need that much. Because it is just a bordering. Da. Okay. While we're at it, we'll look at some of that iron tiling, because a lot of buildings use that. Like, we could use another material, but like, I just feel like the green's a little too bold. But I'm not a fan of that. I think everything's colored like that. We'll do like 10 of them and see if we like it or not. It's actually not terrible. It looks a bit more like a forest screen. I was kind of afraid it looking like a Toys R Us screen. Okay. We'll come back to that. Hopefully this looks as good as I thought it did. Oh, is this a different... it's mosaic tiling. How did I not have... Oh, because I dumped everything in that bin, but I thought it was right next to each other. It doesn't have to be that. But I'm curious what colors the other one looks like. Guys, you're in front of the door. So, like, if you paint it at all, it's like, oh, yeah. You know, we can do all one color, not this, like, ashtray from the 80s. I do like that blue. Okay. It's just wasted a bunch of orange paint. Oh well. Right stuff. Did I really not have any of the... I guess I just thought I did. Had to create like spillover boxes because my system isn't working quite as well as it did when I started. Stop flirting with the security guard. Look at me. Like, if I end up spending a lot of time there, I will probably move him and a few resources over to Skylands, but we'll see. I wanted to see kind of like what I was actually going to end up doing first. Yes. That's what I'm with. I don't know why I didn't think that was going to happen, but that's the second time I tried to do that tonight, so I don't know. Pokemon NN. You NNN? Like, it kind of throws me that they made it all single color if you painted them, not like that they didn't create a gradient with that too. does it reach out that far? Because it feels like this should be like back here. Broken ones here. That way we're still kind of able to keep track of what we're trying to do. Well, I always underestimate like how many blocks I think a job is going to take. So like I probably should have started the dinos on their berry crushing journey if I wanted to keep doing it too. At least I don't have to make a bunch of them. I can just get the ones I have painted. That's not gonna go very far. Okay, alright. I'm gonna start giving everyone berries. Chestos, specifically. Worth doing, it's worth overdoing. Not gonna run out of blue paint again. Not for a while. I'm not even talking shit. Yep. Wasn't really, but there we go. It's like Tangrowth took one look at me and turned around. He's like, I ain't crushing no berries. But yeah, for now I'm like kind of restoring the asphalt, but I feel like I want to replace it with like a path. Maybe that mosaic or something. Not this, but like the sharded. The mosaic of shards. There we go. It's better. That was exactly what I needed for, you know, around that building. So the outer ledge is going to need a lot. Alright, so that's got to go down. Got about an alleyway. I don't know if stone coring is just that useful, but I just couldn't find it. I used it all up, like, we're not even done. Use this. Well, I want to know why their default for this coloration is 90s eraser. Well then, it just hit me. Like, there's like nowhere big enough for an elevator. There's, I don't think any of these has like an example of stairs going through it. Ain't ever enough pee-pee. Always need more pee-pee. Kinda hard to see where I am. So, what should I do as far as access? Like, should I, like, one side just have an elevator then? Because I feel like you'd use up so much room. God, that feels cramped, doesn't it? Okay. So we're gonna go weapon ball through here. I feel like this is gonna look really good when I'm done with it, but it's gonna be a lot of kind of dinking around until it's right. Hey, welcome back, Digital Erosion. You doing okay? So this has to go up one more level. For some reason, four blocks up feels roomy. 3 blocks up feels cramped. I don't make the rules. I think you, like, stumbled on it, but I thought you got it right. Speaking of getting my name wrong, though, another streamer was just scrolling through accounts and saw that when I put that I'm Protocol Ruins on everything, I forgot the L. So they were kind enough to point out, it's like, I don't know if you care, or... I'm like, no, it's been like that for probably 2 months, and thank you for pointing it out, and I am fixing it right now. So yeah, I had put in my bio that I am at Protocol Ruins everywhere. So, yeah, I'm definitely not, can't get after anyone else if I screwed up my own name. But yeah, I just saw you were live and I'm like, oh. But I was watching another streamer and their Discord acted up and didn't promote their for going live. So I was only caught like the tail end of that, and then scrolled a little bit before I had to get ready. I was like, oh, I at least share it. Like, I can't do anything else because I gotta drive. That's it. Oh, yeah. No, I've been doing this for like a year and a half, and I still, like, if people aren't regularly joining and I'm regularly talking, I will get like the worst RBF, and then like my face just feels tight and I can't get it to loosen back up, and then I'll just stop talking. So like anyone else like wanders in, they're like, God, he's boring, and then they go away. I don't know if that's like a stage fright thing, because I hated any kind of theater event in school. Like, you don't want me on stage any more than I want to be there. So it's kind of weird that I'm doing this, but I'm like, I really like video games. I don't know enough about like making them. I don't know that I'd have fun making them. And the industry is a mess. It always has been. But I'm like, I can have fun playing them, and if people want to watch, they can watch. I'm good with that. So yeah, I'm still getting used to it. Like I said, I feel like some of it's stage fright, so you know, you're not alone there. If you feel like awkward on camera, I certainly do. I think it's funny, like, for the longest time when my wife was home, like, I get extra... I get, like, extra stage fright. I'm like, she's the most supportive one here. Why are you freaking out that there's someone in the room who you know listening to you talk? Like, you know, you're more comfortable speaking with strangers, you know, heaven knows where, than when you're with your own wife in the room. Like, yeah, figure that one out. There's my flowers. It's wild. It really is, like, how the brain works and what makes you comfortable, what makes you uncomfortable. Yeah. That's the hardest thing, is like, if I don't have anyone joining, and I'm like, I don't have anyone to like riff off of, and I'm like, and I just go brain dead. And I'm like, just say what comes to mind. There's nothing. There's nothing coming to mind. Now what? What do you suggest now? Yes, did you wake up, Pumpkin? Oh, names go out the door. How to read. Like, I see streamers do it all the time where, like, so, like, if they're doing a quest that's not voiced, and they voice it themselves, I'm like, I can read just fine. Like, I could always read beyond my grade level, like, way beyond. You ask me to read out loud, I suddenly need remedial education. my time in World War II. Oh boy. Maybe in a past life. That is a thought. I guess for a little bit, and like, it's rarely talked around my family, because I don't know if that's like just a weird thing, but but like, when my grandpa passed, we were just all hanging out telling stories, and apparently, I don't remember this, but I had so dramatically reenacted the thing when I was really little, that they suggested maybe I had a past life, because apparently I was going on and on about the loss of my leg. Like, I don't know if that's a thing I believe in, but like, apparently I acted it out as a child. yeah, presumably, yeah. Like, both my grandfathers were in Korea, but, well, they were serving during the Korean conflict. The grandfather on my grandfather on my mother's side didn't like being talked about as a veteran because he was never on the front lines. But that's the only detail I have, so even if I wanted to dig into it, I was like, yeah, you and a million, or thousands, hundreds of thousands of other amputees. Alright, I swear something looked uneven. It's hard to tell when the building looks like it's falling apart. Oh, I don't feel like I adequately show them the favoritism, but my fossil types definitely get got the most amount of focus. They're also my workhorses because they're in the museum, and so is Snare Guru, and so that's also where I keep my painters, and so they do a fair amount of my crush work to make my paints. But yeah, I was very happy to get them. Aerodactyl was an absolute pain in the butt. But yeah, they're my babies. Oh no. You don't want me to open the window all the way. It's just open because they were using the paint thinner upstairs. Yeah, they kicked out the bum that was living above us, and then I don't know what he did and what they need to fix, but they've been there pretty much since 11 a.m. this morning, and it just stinks up here. And it smells worse than hall. You can smell it in my apartment. And yeah, it feels like 115 outside, so how am I supposed to fix this in my own apartment? Like, I'm trying to think as far as like who I've got that has like adequate housing. Because I mean, like, there's a decent amount that live in a museum. There's this there we go. There's this loft space above the lab, what I use as my storage room in the museum. So I use that for the Zubat family. And oh yeah, no, like it definitely gives you like inadequacy issues when you're playing. Like, oh yeah, because I'm like, it's taken me almost 3 hours to level the streets and put down some blue tile. But the streets are level. And I will take that as a win. But then there's like other people have like built basically the Taj Mahal, or like, you guys are wild then. Absolutely wild. Like, I don't know how they make it look that good that quickly. Because they'll do it on stream, too. Like, in a single stream, they'll build this massive, beautiful thing. I didn't do that, but yeah, it was considered. Well, it struck me as I was doing this too. I'm like, how there's not a semblance that there was ever stairs here. Oh yes, yep, I got it pre-ordered and it's pre-installed on my Switch 2, and I am ready to go. just nutty. But yeah, I've definitely approached this more as an archaeologist. Oh, like as far as like building. Of course, the only area in the main game that you can joint build is Pallet Town, unless you're talking like a cloud island. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I guess I should have put it together. But I didn't realize there was co-op. I was just like, it looks really cool, and I definitely want to play through the story. Splatoon, I don't play a lot. To me, it's just kind of like frustrating that there's that what you take for the most part like 3 hits and you're down, and I'm the kind of person who would rather snipe, but like I need to get my eye in, so I'm definitely not a competitive player, but I appreciate the offer. I think at this point, this has to be my most singularly played game on the Switch. But it could be Cyber Sleuth. It's just been a long time. Is this a split between... Ah, okay. So I need to take down this alley too. What, your playtime in Splatoon puts Animal Crossing to shame? I know at one point I was really into Animal Crossing, and it just reached the point I'm like, what am I doing? I don't know, it was just like grinding daily for someone like I'm bored. So yeah, I don't know if that was like the crisis at the time, like there just wasn't a lot to do, so I just threw myself into it. Or if it's, you know, I caught every fish, every bug, every sea creature, and... Oh, okay. And I was just like, okay, my museum is perfect. Now what? The only thing is, because I'm like, I've wanted to finish my museum in it, but it's such a lag to get like where to show up, to item. So like the only thing that's not done in it is oh yes, yeah, Pokopia is like Animal Crossing is really gonna have to, whatever they come up with next, has to be like, as impressed as everyone was with New Horizons, they're gonna have to be even that much better with whatever they come up with next. Yes, baby. You know how to get up here, and it's not from the back. You know that's not how you get up here. You know the right way. Yeah, come up the right way. Daddy will help you. I've spun around to help you before, and I just get clawed up legs. Come here. Yeah, come here. Yes, you're very smart. Yes, I don't know why we don't just start this way. Yes, baby. So yeah, it's not like it's Switch exclusive, but what I've been playing a lot on there is the Rise of Tomb Raider port. I think I'm almost done with that. I took a few days recently to just upgrade all my storage on it, so I'm not always running out of ammunition. Yeah, I've got the Cyberspace games on there, Monster Hunter Stories 3. That's one I was doing a little bit the other night. I don't know why. I don't know if like the difficulty is different compared to Stories 2, but like, but I keep getting into these boss battles and I'm like, just getting the fight and then I have to back off and grind. So it's almost more what games have I not played. So almost every Digimon game I've completed, except for the card battle game on the PS1, and Digimon World 2. Just because that was a worse grind than I think any other game, and I started using the cheat codes on it and still never, because I hated the DNA evolution regression system. And the Digimon Champions game on DS. Or barely got started because I didn't get the point of it as it being an auto battler. So I'm like, oh, I can't actually do anything. Why is this a game? So yeah, I own pretty much every Digimon game that's made its way to the US, and I have bought all the games that have unofficial English patches. I would say if you haven't ever played it, Digimon World 3. But if you can manage, get the PAL region version of it. Because the PAL region actually has a post-game. If you... so that's Digimon World 2003, actually, because they didn't get Digimon World 2. Lucky them. Yeah, because if you get the American version, it's not the full game. You beat the final boss, and then it just brings you back to sitting in front of the final boss. Whereas obviously the original and the PAL region have a post game that you can actually play through. I like Next Order. I like the fact that it was dubbed. I wish there was. I wish there was a bit more balance to it, because I like being able to call out attacks. Because again, like, it has this kind of auto battler system to it, but yeah, you can call it attacks, but you have to use up points. But the way the points are ranked, there's no point in calling out the regular attacks. You want it to max out, and so you can use your final special attack. So I feel like that was kind of limiting, but otherwise I love it. I love that it's brain is just failing me now. um, I love that the evolution system is a lot easier than the original Digimon World game. I really appreciate that they fixed that and that they put in various like the Digilab monsters that you can bring them in, and that they can block evolution so you don't accidentally get one. Because like once you get in the later game, all your lower tier monsters, I'm like, you're just gonna always go down this path if there wasn't a way to lock it. So yeah, I think they fixed a lot of the otherwise fatal flaws of the original Digimon World game. And I think it looks really nice. I do prefer redigitize and decode in that aspect, but I prefer those just because that those I feel like had a bit more of an oomph to the story. But like decode, I haven't gotten through like basically the second half of the game. I finished like the redigitized part of it, but like the added stuff for the decode on the 3DS I haven't done. I like just barely got started. But as far as like ease of evolution and it being far less frustrating than other VPET style Digimon games, like redigitize is amazing. Oh, nice. I think that's the one all art I don't have from that set. I used to go kind of hog wild on the EX sets, just because I felt like the all arts were even that much better than the rest of it. But cards have been just an absolute pain to get in the first place, if you can afford them at all. And the only reason I was able to afford them as much as I did for like the first, like 12 sets in, was because I traded in almost all my Pokemon cards. So once the trade-in credit ended, I'm like, I can't keep buying these at the same pace. Alright, so this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, bother. So this is going to have to come down one, or it's going to have a vaulted ceiling. I would prefer it to be level with this. Oh god. I really don't like Logan Paul. But I don't know that we can just blame him, but yeah. If there's someone we can focus our energy on, I'll take that, though. It might explain why every scalper I've ever seen, when I've been stuck behind them looking at cards, looks exactly the same. They're all some, like, dude bro in a dark hoodie. And it's just... that would explain it. They're in a cult, essentially. And thanks, Leo, for coming in and sticking around. I didn't mean to ignore you, but if you are just a lurker, that is fine too. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Hey, welcome in, Lex Pen. So yeah, it's just, well, and like, the EX sets are like hard to get now too, because like the main shop I was buying Digimon from went under, but there's a shop across the street, but then they always get shorted on their Digimon, especially EX sets. So they're like, oh, we're only selling them for people that show up to like the tournaments. I'm like, oh, the social event things that I don't do. Got it. Because I'm like, I was gonna try and buy some packs. I'm like, I can't afford to buy a box right now. But I'm like, I'd buy a few packs and for the Shambhala set, just because it's Shambhala. Sounds cool. I'm like, I'll buy a handful of packs. And I forgot it was in the X set, so I'm like, I can't find it in any stores. I'm like, crap. That's why I'm like, all right, well, I'll check out this store across the street. Oh, well, you're screwed. Yeah, I don't know if like they didn't print enough, if it's like a nationwide thing, or if it's just my shop got screwed over like they usually do. Hey, that's more than me. I got no packs. Alright, so this has to go here. Usually, just because it seems to be like just how the odds work out, if I can buy packs, I buy 6. Because then I usually at least get a hit, if not like a couple of hits. But if I buy 4 packs, like, I am almost guaranteed not to get a hit. Hopefully that works for you. And that's with like standard sets. I think EX sets have slightly boosted odds. I don't know if that's still a thing. So if you get lucky and find it like that, hopefully it means you do pretty good. But yeah, I like to, as a rule of thumb, my wallet and wife, not so much. Not that she's like anti-card collecting, she's just pro-budget keeping. And I am so bad at that. I'd be living on the street if I didn't have her. That's kind of random. I think the game thinks I'm playing it too much. It's like, you can always go home. Hey, welcome in, Corby. How are we doing tonight? Why are you miserable? At least you're honest. But sorry, to answer your question. Oh, jeez. But yeah, I'm doing good. Sorry, you're not. Oh gosh. That, it's funny. Blue's been lurking in here. I'm not sure how much he's listening, but we were just talking about that a couple days ago because he was going to stream Animo, but couldn't because of his power going out, and like he had no idea why, and because it wasn't a storm or anything like that. I'm like, oh, well, the couple of times my power's gone out and it wasn't storm related, the couple of times it's happened where I live now has been because someone drove into a power box on the street, and it's happened twice. So it's just kind of, funny in its own kind of twisted way that is why your power is out. Oh god, my brother used to do that, but like they're just having a clown show over this guy crashing into your power line. Of course. Why not? Why? Well, at least we can assume they didn't do it on purpose. Or they weren't just how else do you say this? They're not just a jerk and we're trying to run someone off the road. Inebriation was involved. Oof. That's That's more than gosh, I don't have this set to 18 plus, and I don't want to get in trouble. Um, that's like say bath salts kind of behavior. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a special kind of high. How did I mess this up that bad? This should be, yep. No, not like you're fine. I was just saying, like, how do I censor my own thoughts on it? No, you are totally fine. No, I don't think you've said anything that would get you or I in trouble. It's just more like I can't name the substance I think they're on. So no, you are totally fine. Anything you say, if they think it's inappropriate, it'll just get filtered out. So you're good. So yeah, that wasn't meant to be an admonishment of you. That was let me gather my thoughts to say things in a proper manner. But yeah, that's a special level of inebriation. We'll say that. Oh, okay, cool. It's just you took it to heart. It's like, oh, I'll be more careful. I'm like, oh, you're fine. Oh, but the best power outage story I had is I was moving into the apartments with my wife when I was going into college, and it was in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, and the lighting was kind of at a minimum as far as like what was available in the building until I put lamps in. So I was just like, whatever, we just won't bother turning anything on. And we just went to town moving stuff in. Well, every now and then you'd take a break, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to try connecting to the Wi-Fi. And I couldn't. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And brought it up to the community advisor when he dropped by. I'm like, hey, the Wi-Fi's not working. He's like, yeah, you don't have any power either. It's like, oh, is that why? And he's like, yeah, a squirrel chewed through the power line. Right. The college I was going to was like literally right next to the forest. That's what Blue said. Yes. Apparently, there is something in the wiring or the coating of the wires, and they think it's food or something otherwise attractive that they need to get into, and they fry themselves. So yeah, and now I live out in literally the middle of the country. So yeah, I'm the zoo that's not far from me has wild prairie dogs. Yeah, something like that. Or at least it smells good to them, or nutty, or something. I don't know. Now it gets better because my father-in-law at the time worked in the telecom business. So he's like, yeah, that happens a lot. And he's like, it's always the black squirrels that do it. And I was just kind of looking at him like, is that what they look like before? Or is this how you find them after they've chewed through a power line? It's like, are they actually black squirrels, or they just nice and toasty? Oh, yeah, this was just like for that street essentially, like the apartment housing just outside of campus. Not not a whole grid. Oh my god. Yeah. It's like it's it's pretty country. Comes with the animals, and they they were here first. I know that doesn't go there, but it's gonna bug me. Okay, so oh, New Mexico. I can see it. Yeah. God. It's like I don't know if I'd. It's like you'd rather. I guess you'd rather it be a person, because like they've done something to get in the accident, but like usually, but like you don't want an animal to just go as like, hey, what's this? Okay, so I think I'm gonna go back for a round of stone, and we are gonna figure out that last or second to last level, and then I should try and go to bed. Alright, nope, that is not where we want to go. Like, it definitely makes for a good story. Is there reason to think your ex would run around in the buff and crash into a power line? Because you don't know. Maybe it is they could have changed if they weren't like that with you before. I should have grabbed that stuff earlier. I'm not 100% that's what I'm going to use for my flooring all the way through the all the way through the building, but this is more or less me planning it out. And normally when I plan something out, I dive right in. So this is totally on brand for me right now. Oh yeah. Karma for a lot of people feel like is moving quite slow. And I really wish it would work its delivery out. Oh no. Corby, is there something you want to talk about? We do we need to walk through our history with this guy? I don't have a lot of experience as far as relationships go. Got married pretty young to the only person I ever dated. And now I am trying to be poly. So oh no. No. Oh. Yeah, no. No, if you're having a problem, like, I don't understand. Well, like I just said, like for the first time in my life in this past year, like trying to go poly, but like that was communicated, and fortunately I have a very understanding wife, and she appreciates the fact that I kind of had a late life attraction to men, but like if you're having problems, talk it out first. Don't like just go, well, I guess I'm cheating on you. Like, what the F? Oh, thank you. But yeah, I just... You're good. The amount of stuff that I've like tried to type and accidentally hit send, and then like when you're just like chatting with a friend, that's not a problem, but like when you send it out to these, like in whether it's here or on Purple, I'm like, it's gone. Like there's no fixing it. and TikTok has a rather unfortunate uh, character limit, and I sent out something that made it seem like I was referencing a D, because it literally ran out of letters. D was the last thing, only on its own, and I accidentally hit send and instead of trying to fix it while I was trying to fix it. I'm like, that looks awesome. And the guy I'm watching always reads his messages. So I'm like trying to fix it out. Like, ugh. No, and I'm like, yeah. I know how like some people look at it, and like a lot of the guys I've run into, like they'll at first be like, oh, maybe this, I can work with this, and then they, it falls apart, and they're like, oh no, I can't actually work with this. Great, starting over. So I'm like, I never know how to talk about it with people. So yeah, like my history with relationships, and like I like talking about them with other people, but I'm like, I have no way to relate, at least until like this past year or so. And then it's like, is this gonna sound relatable, or like trashy, greedy bi guy? Fair. He deserves it. Like, that's no, like cheating on its own, like, is bad, and it's like, just no. Like I said, if you're E&M, fine, but talk it out. That's the ethical part. But like, not only am I gonna cheat on you, it's your fault. Come again? Run that by me again while I'm holding something sharp. Let's see how that works. Would you still say that if I was cutting up dinner? I bet not. That's a special kind of jerk and a special kind of stupid. Like, I assume you two got along at one point, though, or you wouldn't have dated him. Like, where do you think he like got it? Like, where do you think he went wrong, where he was like, yeah, this is what I'm doing, and I'm gonna find a way to blame them? Oh, bother. I can't imagine making that kind of decision that, like, yeah, I'm gonna F up one, possibly two relationships. I'm like, like, I could never. I'm like, I talk through everything with my wife first. Has this been like fairly recent? It just feels like you're pretty like raw over it, which I mean is 100% fair. But yeah, trying to put myself out there with guys, I'm just like, why does anyone date us? It's like, gosh, there's a lot of them you run into. It's like, you're pretty awful. This is what women put up with all the time. Hey, welcome in, Chris. How are we doing? That's just kind of my markers. I think I'm kind of getting to my limit of what I can do right now. Like, I think I'll definitely come through. Fair enough. Hope it tastes really good and you get a good night's rest. Thank you for joining me. Talk to you later. Have a good night. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll finish restoring this, and then we will come back later and replace it with our preferred material and paint color. But at least for now it's patched up, it's the right size. So yeah, the main thing will be working out preferred levels and kind of going from there. So it seems like more or less the standard has been at least four spaces between floors, and that's kind of what we'll be shooting for next time. Whether or not I do that on stream, we'll find out. But yeah, thanks for everyone joining me. If you liked what you saw, please follow, subscribe, anywhere you're at. I am at Protocol Ruins everywhere, and I will drop my Discord link before I shut down the stream. All right, everyone have a good night. Thanks again for joining. Talk to you all later.